As our fingers glide across the touchscreen and digital worlds blossom before our eyes, let's take a moment to ponder. Could our everyday reality be one grand simulation, navigating through the day-to-day, where the boundaries between the physical and the virtual worlds increasingly blur? Are the advanced technologies and quantum anomalies we observe evidence that we live in a world crafted by digital creators? Welcome to a world where the possibility that our entire universe is built on code is not science fiction, but a potential reality. Imagine for a moment that everything around us, every twinkling star in the night sky, every blade of grass swayed by the wind, and even every thought passing through our mind, is nothing more than a sophisticated simulation. This is not the fantasy of a new era, but a serious hypothesis gaining recognition among leading scientists and philosophers worldwide. They suggest that we might be living in a cosmic illusion, a universe meticulously designed by an advanced civilization far beyond our understanding. This idea, once confined to the realms of science fiction, has ignited a global debate. Is it possible that an alien civilization, at some distant point in the past, reached such a monumental level of technological advancement that it could simulate the entirety of existence? That the city lights on a distant planet flicker like digital beacons, creating a kaleidoscope of life in a simulation where every twinkling star, every leaf moved by the wind, is the work of code designed to perfection. This concept stretches the boundaries of our imagination and challenges our understanding of reality. Despite the controversy it provokes, exploring the simulation hypothesis opens up a universe of questions about the nature of existence and our place within it. Although we may never be able to definitively prove or disprove this intriguing theory, the mere possibility encourages us to look at the cosmos with fresh eyes. What if our universe, with all its complexities and beauty, is simply a digital construct, a grand experiment in the laboratory of a cosmic civilization? This thought is both exciting and unsettling, pushing the boundaries of our cosmic narratives into realms yet unexplored. Let's take a moment to consider how much the world we live in resembles an infinitely complex computer game. 100 years ago, the idea of an artificially created reality would have been unimaginable. And now, it takes just a few clicks to immerse ourselves in virtual worlds with graphics so realistic they could shock anyone living in 1917. Our technology is developing at a lightning pace, surpassing the limits of imagination. Just as architects create complex models of cities out of Lego bricks, consisting of countless pieces, so too could we be part of a gigantic project where every particle of our world is meticulously planned and placed with precision beyond our understanding. Video games, virtual reality, and augmented reality are just the beginning. Futurists and scientists predict that in the near future, we will be able to literally enter these virtual worlds, live in them, and experience them. But what if this has already happened? What if our so-called reality is just such a simulation? This concept casts new light on everything we know, provoking the question, can we distinguish real reality from the generated one? Are our experiences, our memories, even our feelings somehow less real if all of this is part of a simulation? Perhaps in the infinite expanses of space, there exist civilizations that have achieved technological wonders far beyond our imagination. We, the inhabitants of Earth, were just 200 years ago stuck in the era of horse-drawn carriages and unable to communicate over distances greater than a shout could travel through a village. And now, we walk on alien planets, carry in our pockets devices that allow for instant contact with any corner of the world. and space is no longer a place accessible only to gods and myths. So consider what tomorrow may bring. In just half a century, we have achieved more than our ancestors did over millennia. What level of technology will we reach by the year 2500, let alone the year 5000? Now, let's extend this perspective further, beyond our planet, beyond our solar system. If we, with our brief technological history, are already on the verge of creating virtual realities, how far might other civilizations have gone? Civilizations that may have started their technological journey millions of years before us. It is controversial, but entirely possible, that among the stars exist beings who have not only mastered the art of creating virtual worlds, but perhaps our entire world is one of their creations. We might be part of an alien computer game, an experiment that surpasses the wildest expectations. Our achievements, our dreams, even our daily lives could be for them no more than pixels on a screen. Now, consider Civilization B. They are thousands of years ahead of us, have solved most of the mysteries of physics, and achieved what to us sounds like fiction. They created Virtual Universe Y. Perhaps they did it for fun, similarly to how we create games to experiment, or in an attempt to secure their future against the inevitable end. In this simulated universe, which is our own, they precisely replicated the laws of physics, creating a complete, fully functional cosmos. Think about this for a moment. Our entire history, every moment of life, every star and planet discovered, might be part of an infinitely complex simulation created by beings whose level of technological development is so far beyond ours that we can't even begin to imagine it. What we perceive as our universe, with its unfathomable mysteries and unexplained phenomena, could simply be part of a vast cosmic game in which we are both players and pawns. In this unimaginably complex virtual world that we call Y, there live beings who have no idea about their true nature. They lead lives, build, create, love, unaware that their existence is part of a program. On one of the planets in this universe, Earth, the inhabitants make incredible technological discoveries, gaining the ability to create their own virtual realities. One of the most intriguing pieces of evidence that seems to support this thesis is the uncertainty principle in quantum mechanics. Namely, a detailed picture of reality materializes only at the moment of observation, similar to computer games, where the scenery outside the player's field of view remains blurred to save computer resources. It's possible that our universe has been programmed in a similar way, to use the computational power of supercomputers from Civilization B as efficiently as possible. Imagine that our universe is not the end of the journey, but merely a stop on the path of the evolution of cosmic civilizations. What if advanced alien societies, instead of limiting themselves to traversing space and colonizing new worlds, took a step further? Perhaps they decided that the best way to ensure the immortality of their species is to create alternative virtual realities. Think of it as the ultimate contingency plan. Machines scattered throughout the cosmos, ready to initiate a new reality whenever something goes wrong with their physical world. This not only gives them a chance to survive in the face of disaster, but also the opportunity to live without physical limitations, in worlds where they can reshape the laws of physics according to their own whims. Now imagine that in this vast cosmic theater, our universe, Universe Y, is just one of infinitely many stages. Civilizations that have reached the pinnacle of their development could simply move to a simulated Universe Z, leaving the material plane in favor of a digital existence, free from the limitations of time and space. What if our reality is simply a remnant of those who have long since departed to their utopian world Zeed, where they live indefinitely, creating and exploring realms beyond imagination? Delving deeper into the labyrinth of possibilities, what if we discovered that our reality, the one we consider most fundamental and undeniable, is just one of countless levels in an infinite stack of simulations? Imagine that each civilization, having achieved the ability to create their own virtual worlds, discovers to their horror that they are merely fragments of an older, more advanced simulation. Everything they considered real turns out to be another level in a multi-story house of illusions, designed by beings from the distant universe Omega, who in turn are merely products of an even older simulation. In such a scenario, every universe, every reality is just a part of a matrix, cascading down into unfathomable depths. Like a Russian Matryoshka doll, where each successive doll contains a smaller version of itself, so too do these universes conceal subsequent levels of simulation. What's more, there may exist billions, even trillions of such layers of simulated realities, making the attempt to escape this infinite spiral an impossible task. But what if, somewhere in this infinite nesting of universes, there exists a way to break through these virtual walls? Is it possible that one of the trapped civilizations, perhaps from our own level of simulation, discovers the key to escaping outward to the ultimate original reality? Is this quest for an exit the ultimate destiny of every conscious being, an unceasing struggle to uncover the truth about one's own existence? Let's ponder the motivations that could prompt advanced civilizations to create successive simulations. Were they seeking immortality, or did they want to create a perfect laboratory for experiments with the laws of physics? Or perhaps, in these infinite layers of simulation lies a deeper meaning, one that we, inhabitants of one of the lower levels, are incapable of comprehending. The most captivating thought is about the first simulation. Who was its creator? Did a real universe exist in which the first programmers lived? Can we imagine that at the very beginning there was something more than physics, something that surpasses our wildest conceptions of matter and energy? Perhaps we will never manage to find answers to these questions. Maybe the truth about our existence is too complicated, too astonishing, or too elusive to be grasped by a mind trapped in a simulation. But that does not mean we should not ask, we should not explore, and we should not dream. Because ultimately, whether we live in an artificially created universe or a real one, our pursuit of understanding, our curiosity, and our need for exploration are proof that even in a world confined by algorithms and code, the human spirit remains free and untamed. Today's journey along the edges of reality and the possibility that we live in an advanced simulation is just the beginning of fascinating discoveries waiting for you. If you want to continue exploring the mysteries of the universe and the latest scientific theories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you won't miss any of our videos. Also, check out our other content, which will take you on equally intriguing journeys for knowledge. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.